Good afternoon, everybody. All right. How's everybody this afternoon? We'll go ahead and get started. We got to get moving along. We got our town hall at 6. I would encourage y'all to attend. I'll work with them. Anna and Sheena, what's going on with Shanae Carr that says she can't use Turnitin? You
I
have
have
any
not heard from her saying that.
I have.
I have not heard from her either.
Let me share my screen. Stuff out of the way. All right, class. She says she can't use the class shell. Whose class shell is she in?
Hold on one second. We've got so many of them, I can't. I think she's in C2. Yeah, she's in C2.
I mean, what does she mean she can't use a class shell? And I mean, I've been getting her stuff from her. I'm not sure.
The Turnitin's not working, or she doesn't know how to use Turnitin, or it's not working. I don't know which. So let me look and see if she's a user in this group.
She's in the
She's in
section C2,
Yeah.
and
She's
she's turning it in for the
for
OMA.
OMA, yeah, and she's not ready for turning it in for skip yet. She's not been given the go ahead to turn it in yet.
Looks like it's working fine.
But she has some revisions on her final skip. She's not ready to submit it to turn it in yet.
Well, y'all might want to be in touch with her because so here was the first one that came in. See if I was going to be able to sign off on my internship. Yeah, I've got that taken care of. I'm having technical difficulties with posting to turn it in. If there was something I was doing wrong, where are you trying to post to turn it in? Remember, you don't receive the report, just upload it. I'm speaking of the final skip. For some reason, I was unable to post the OMA, and I'm preparing to do the same for the skip. Where in Blackboard are you having difficulty with turning it in, class or internship? The third time. Finally, she said class.
So she is not ready to turn it in. She is the one that had already if you recall, she submitted to turn it in before she was supposed to with the OMA, and then she tried to submit it again. Remember that?
Yep.
And so that's what her deal is. So I'm thinking she thinks that she might have problems with the skip, but she is not supposed to turn it into skip yet. She's not been given the go ahead to turn it in.
Go ahead. Just remind her of that, but it's working fine. But remind them. I mean, obviously she doesn't get it. You can't turn it in multiple times and you don't get the report. We don't pay for them to get the report.
She's not the only one that doesn't get it. So
yeah.
I'll send it to her.
All righty. Just make sure that one's off my plate. We've got bigger fish to fry right now. We're meeting with the ones tonight. And doing doctoral recruitment, and let me get over here. And we're doing Wendy's going to meet with them to talk about licensure tonight too as well. So hopefully, again, more revisions. And so this is the latest version of the schedule. So if Stone has to do 2 for EDLS, then this one will be available here. Again, the no-go met last Wednesday, and these decisions were made. Laws and I are going to make the EDCI bunch, and Payne is going to substitute. Gaston wants her, so I've got her approved. She'll be teaching the Gaston cohort. I'll coach for her this fall. I've already taken care of that. I'm going to be training a new one this fall for EDLS. He'll be with me for the only 603 that we have. Caden and Miraglia will have the second masters. Stedman, Revis, and Tobias Bullis are on standby if Stone gets pulled to go to EDLS. And so this is what it looks like after last week's revisions. And this will be fluid as well. But that's kind of what's going on right now. I'm projecting 4 and 2 only on the 12-month or the add-on, what we used to call. I left both names here till we get used to that 12-month and 36-month or 20-month. But they'll pile them in there. They don't want to pay for more than 4 or 2. If we have 100 in them, they won't care. They don't want to pay but for 4 and 2. So that's where we are on that. Let me see, stop my share. So they don't seem to understand that you lose one student, that's more than one salary does not equate to one student.
Yes.
But I work for people who don't understand that. But that's what's going on. We got the meeting tonight. Just as a word, don't fail anybody. Make sure that you get in touch with me. Make sure that we'll do an incomplete, especially on the ones that are supposed to be completing this summer. I don't know how close we are to how close we are on all your 605s. If there's any of them that we need to spur on. I think I graded Mario's PSYOP last night. I don't know what else he's got left to do. But it looks like we did a pretty good job getting all the evidence work in on the 605s by today. We'll continue to work with them and grade. I'm lending a hand on the grading, trying to get so we don't get behind on those. But everything looks pretty good.
After tonight, I've got one more, and she's got to put it in to turn it in. But all 14 of mine will have cleared, and if she completes hers like the others, all 14 will have ended up with a 4 on the PSYOP.
Well, that sounds pretty good.
So Dale, all the evaluations we are getting now, is that still with the summer sessions?
Yeah.
Okay. So that, okay.
Yeah. Now we're moving them through fast. I'm grading every moment that I've got. We're trying to get all these through. They want to know as quickly as they can. And I don't know why, but they want to know as quickly as they can about who is and who isn't, because of licensure, because the requirements are changing. We're trying to push as many through as we can. And I'm guessing what we're going to do is for those who don't make it, we'll give them incompletes, which will be better than having them sign up in the fall for another course. It'll be cheaper, but it also, I don't want to get into licensure issues.
Well, all of Kathy and mine will finish, and Jasmine is the only one that will be the exception.
Yeah,
and you know
and
that situation.
Yeah, that I appealed for her, but that was denied. She's going to have to wait the spring. They won't do course by arrangement again. They don't want to pay. They don't want to pay anything for anything. And they only pay $600. They only pay $600 to do something but they don't want to spend that. So although it's in the, I fully understand that in the handbook it says that that's available, but it's not. What it says in the handbook and what they're allowing is 2 different things. They want to wait to spring and drop her in a class where it don't cost them anything. And so this crowd has just gotten penny wise and pound foolish. We ought to just drop her into a course by arrangement, let her finish with Danny and Kathy in the fall, but no, they'd have to pay $600. They're not going to do that. They don't seem to get it. But, sometimes the right thing is not always the cheapest thing, but we're not into right things anymore. We're into whatever saves a dollar. So Jasmine doesn't get to come back till spring. And it may be that we have to sign these, any incompletes up from summer, we may have to sign them up in a 699, which will be deathly expensive. It's gonna cost them $2,000 if they have to sign up for 699. That's right, I said $2,000. So you might want to pass the word along that, and that decision has not been made yet in terms of, can we just do an incomplete? Or are we gonna have to do a 699 internship continuation with them? They're gonna charge them $5.15 per credit hour plus their $321 and then $150. So you can add that together. That's $2,000. That's what they're gonna charge. They're gonna charge $107 per credit hour portfolio for 3 hours, 3 hours of at $5.15 per credit hour for the basic price, and then so that's going to be $622 a credit hour plus a flat fee of $150 for technology. So 623. Going to be just a shade over $2,000 if they have to do that. I'm trying to get them not to have to do that, but if it's money, they want it. So, but don't fail any of them. Let's see what I can work out. So let me know if you're planning to give any incompletes. Let me know up front. All right.
We have been saying that grades, everything had to be due at our last class, but do you have a date that you want us to go by?
Friday. Next Friday. They have to be, everything has to be done by the 27th. That's for non-graduating students. They can go to Friday. What is that? The 29th?
That's the 29th.
Yep, they can go there. Now for graduating students, everything's supposed to be in by Tuesday the 26th, and then she's going to check it on Wednesday morning the 27th. It all has to be in there. For graduating students is the 26th, and again she'll check the next morning, and then for everybody else it's the 29th. Everything's got to be in there.
Hours meet on Tuesday night, Dale, with that technology assignment, that assignment 11. Remember?
Yep.
So that's the only thing left. And as soon as they get through, I will go ahead after Tuesday night and post their grades.
Yeah. Yeah. You need to make sure that they're in Tuesday night.
I will.
Make sure that they're in there, and make sure if you've got this is for people who might not be on but are listening. If you've got internship sections, you got to post grades for them as well. We always get tripped up on that, and they act like that, that it actually matters. And so make sure that that you have done grades for every internship in every class. I know sometimes we didn't used to have to do some of the internships, but now everything carries a separate grade. So make sure you get all those in there. I'm looking at my notes here. I don't think I've got anything else.
Dale, if we put grades in, can the students see them yet?
No.
So if I went ahead, because all of my students they're gonna make an A, but I don't want them to see anything until they do that last.
Put them all in there.
I can go ahead and do that then. Okay.
As soon as it's available,
I'll go ahead
put
and
them
do
in.
it then. Okay. Because they're gonna make an A.
They can't see them yet.
Okay.
They can't see them yet. They won't be able to see them until classes are over. But I'd go ahead and get all those in there. Make sure you get them in.
Anita, you would be proud of this group. They have done well this summer.
Have you got, you don't have Mario. Who's got Mario? Steve, you got him?
I have Mario.
Is Mario going to get through?
He may make a B, but he'll get through.
Well, there you go. He got his PSYOP in this morning,
Yeah.
so.
Dale, does he have everything else in task stream?
No,
He doesn't have any of that other stuff, I'm assuming, because I don't have his cohort. And when I go into task stream, I don't know which one it is.
Steve, you know, Mario started when I had hair and it was a different color.
Mario, bless his heart. He's
Dale
such a
had,
nice
Dale-
fellow.
and Dale had hair too back then.
I did.
I think he married well, because I think his wife is helping to help him rephrase things, and also his writing has certainly improved since this lady.
Well, good.
I was just wondering, Dale, but I'm assuming he's done everything all the way up to the PSYOP, so it's just the other things in task stream. Because I was going to meet with him tomorrow night to talk about making sure he gets a B. It's Patrick.
Okay, he's in MELS Fall 17 add-on.
17,
I told you I had hair back then.
hat on, good Lord. And I don't mean to take up your time, I was just,
No, this is what our time is for. So he's missing his folio and his internship log.
wow. Wow, he's got a week to do that.
Yep. Yeah. I graded his PSYOP this morning.
He did write much better, didn't he? I mean, he does a much better writing.
Yeah. Yeah, he no longer uses a crayon. That's an improvement. That's a start. That's a start. It's just small victories. It's just small victories, folks.
Or Steve, at least somebody else did well on the PSYOP.
Yeah.
That's, well, and I do believe he's writing it, but I just know his wife is helping to refine it.
And that's okay. He
Yeah.
needs to be out of the program.
He does.
Yeah, Mario needs to be done. No, it's fall 17. Yeah, he needs to be. He needs to be enrolled. I've got you as you're in there. Let me look at his group. You're in there.
Yeah, I
Let's-
just didn't know that. I didn't know what cohort it was to look
Let's
at.
see.
So that was it.
I don't know which one of these he's in.
I think he's mine. No. Maybe not.
There he is. Well, you're in there for him. You should be able to see him. So.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah, so you should be able to see Mario. But I'll know if he gets those last two in. But I need to make sure. I need to make sure that I put him on. I better write myself a note, put Mario on the completer list. Okay. Sheena and Anna will do a session. I don't know when, but we'll do a session after summer school where we do 601. I'll probably bring some of the regular 601 folks in to work with us on getting y'all ready to do 601. As I said, as I told Danny over the weekend, I want the masters folks doing what the add-on folks do. And so we'll do that. So please remember that on Saturday, August the 6th, is our professional development day. At 1:15, I'll be doing Qualtrics for whoever shows up. And then our group will meet at 3. I think I've already sent both of those emails out in terms of the links for those. Now, if you want to just come to Qualtrics or just come to ours, you don't have to sign up for the whole day. I don't know how they're doing. There is a sign up link. I forwarded that as well if you want to sign up for other things that go on during that day. But it's that Saturday afternoon, 1:15 for Qualtrics, how to use Qualtrics survey. And then the other is professional development is our meetings at 3 that day, and I'll be brief. We'll probably do more. We'll probably do something a little more. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna try to do something where we will do we'll probably do something that next Saturday is 9 to 4:30 in person at Charlotte. For those of you who work with dissertations, that'll be all day. I'm trying to find the time that I've got class that next weekend with my doctoral bunch. I'm trying to find a time when we'll sit down one afternoon, maybe, or evening during the week. I know 3 o'clock on Saturday is not a real good time to dive in and start trying to do staff development. And so that one will be brief. Any final changes that we have, I'm looking for sometime during that next week, maybe, or earlier that week. And then Sheena, we might could look at Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, August 2nd, 3rd, or 4th, to maybe sit down and do some work on 601. So look at your calendars, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Dale, could you resend that link to August the 6th? I don't know if I got it, or if I did, I don't see it.
Let me share my screen. I sent it out. What did I send? Okay, that's the one for this evening.
And you may have sent it, I just may have lost it.
I didn't get it either, Dr. Lamb.
I don't think I did either.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
seeing-
looking,
Me neither.
I'm seeing the one from Dr. Pack, but I don't see one from you.
Okay,
Dale, you sent it to me, but that was because I had asked you about something.
yeah. That's why I said I was going to show that today. I thought I sent that out with the one for today.
Mhm.
the one you got for today says MELS faculty meeting and MELS town hall meeting.
Yeah. So I didn't have these two. Okay.
So Dale, if we show up for the Qualtrics training, we're okay then.
Yeah.
That okay.
Yeah. This is my link. That's what I mean. I created my own links to both of these where you didn't have to go in and register and do all that with them all day. If you want to do that all day, you got the one here from Elizabeth. If you want to do that all day, here it is. They're doing, I don't know what they're doing here, breakout sessions, small group reflections. I don't know anybody's part but mine. I don't know what else I think, who else is doing something that day? Steve, are you doing something that day?
Yes, I'm doing something on case studies,
He's doing something on case studies, and so,
but I don't have any information about it. I haven't gotten anything from Elizabeth.
yeah. And so, yeah, I've communicated my stuff to her, so. All right, so I'll share this with everybody. I'm doing a qualitative training during professional development at 1:15. I'm doing the MELS faculty member 3 links. I'll share this right here. It is, and I'll put the recording to this so everybody will have it. MELS faculty meeting video and staff. And staff development links for August 6th. Okay, there it is. That one will be at 1:15 and that one will be at 3. So if you come on at 1, I'll be there shortly. All right, so there's that. I'll send that with the video. Anything else housekeeping wise? Please remember to remind students that we do not have a summer commencement activity of any kind other than what Steve does. And Steve, if you would get us out a link so that we could all, I'm guessing that'll be what, next Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday?
We're doing ours after class on Tuesday
Right,
evening.
and Dale, it's a PowerPoint for each of the 3 instructors. So there's nothing big together. So Danny's doing his, Anita's doing hers, and I'm doing mine separately.
That's great. So if you would send us your links so that we could drop in and say something to these folks or share a moment with them, since we aren't doing anything as an institution.
Now, I believe, Anita, you and I are still gathering together at 6. So if you want to come in at 6 on next Tuesday, Dale, I know you got a busy schedule, and say something, and then we're going to do our presentation. And so at 6 next Tuesday, you catch Anita in my class, which is like, what, 80 people?
Yeah, I have class at 6, but I will, Steve.
And I'll send you the link. Anita, will you be joining me on my link? Do you need my link? Is that okay?
Okay,
Dale, hours will not be until between 7:30 and 7:45. We're starting at 6 o'clock with the presentations. And
Yeah.
then when the presentations are over with, then we're going to do that at the very end.
okay, and then, all right. So that sounds good. Yeah, I've got my bunch. They'll be doing case studies, and I can delay them just a minute and be with y'all at the beginning of the class, and so I'll do that. I'll come online and tell them that I'll be back in 5 and we'll get started. And then we'll be done and I'll join Danny. We won't take that long, hopefully, with that group.
I'll send you a text message and let you know when we're
Yeah.
fixing to start ours.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Kathy, help me remember.
Yeah, and Anna and Sheena, make sure that you get back to me. Y'all find the time. Danny and Kathy will, hopefully they'll be, do y'all know, or you, if y'all are available Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, August 2nd, 3rd, or 4th, a good time that y'all might be available to, and I'll share.
Hell, I might be able to help some during the day, but that 4th is my big fundraising gala
Right.
event, and I am heavily tied up. Can you do it any other time other than that? Can you do it the next week, maybe on the 8th or something?
That'd be fine with me.
If whatever works with Sheena. I mean, I want to support them and help them any way I
Yeah.
can, but I just can't do it that week because of my big event.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we could do it I mean, we
Just
could
let me
do
know
it
what-
like the 8th or the 9th. I mean, I don't have a problem doing it then. I mean, we don't want to wait too late. They gotta get things
Right.
up and going
But I
in their
mean,
shells.
I understand, and if y'all have to do,
And so,
Either of those
Um,
dates work for me. I just need to know which one.
let me look.
that Monday,
me
I
look.
could do something on that Monday, Dale, because that's just getting my week started. That Monday
Yeah.
would work for me,
Monday the 8th.
or the first.
No, I won't be in on Monday the
Okay,
1st.
okay.
I've got,
Okay.
I won't be, I'm still involved with
Okay,
something else then. I'm not free until, from this semester till August the 2nd.
okay. Well, on that 8th,
I don't-
anytime after 10 o'clock, I can do it anytime y'all want to, after 10
Yeah,
o'clock.
I have to do, the Monday after every session is over, I have to do assessment day.
Okay,
Always
I might-
remember that.
I'm open pretty much all day that Monday, so just let me know.
Okay, so
I think I am too.
let me go back and look here. Get out of the way. Okay,
Tina, Nana, would after lunch be okay? Maybe 1 o'clock on that day? Would that work?
That'll be fine with me.
Yeah, that's fine.
Dale, what about that?
let me look and see.
Kathy, are you available on
All
that day?
right, so grad first day of classes is not until
23rd.
we start that week of the
Okay.
22nd. So we're talking about Monday, the 8th.
I really don't want to push it any further than that so we can prepare.
So did we find a time the week before that we could do it?
Okay. Dale, I could probably do something on that Tuesday. That it would be maybe after lunch.
I am available. I should be able to get all my statisticals done on Monday.
I've got to take my wife to a doctor's appointment on that morning, but I would be available again at 1 o'clock if,
I wouldn't be available during the day. We have our summer leadership, admin leadership. That would be later for me.
I can do it in the evening too. It doesn't matter.
I think the 8th is plenty of time. The blackboard shells won't come out till at least the 16th.
The
Okay.
8th at 1 is fine with me.
The 8th at
Yeah.
1. Let's do that.
Okay,
And you'll send us an invite, Dr. Lamb?
Yep, I will.
thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks.
that's 8/8 at 1 p.m. That's MELS 601 meeting. Yep, that'll work, 1 p.m. All right, we can do that. Let's do that on the 8th. That's after our PD day. That'll work. And we still got a week before shells even open. And so I would like, I don't know if they'll be available or not. I would like for the shells to be available by the time we meet. That might squeeze that in if we wait to the 8th. The shells might be available. I hate to do it all just in theory. I'd like to go in and have the shells available. So yeah, we'll Zoom on that day. That'll work. All right, what's next on housekeeping day here?
Dale, have you heard anything about CC1 visits? Or we're going to
I
have to?
have not. That decision will be made on, again, I'm looking for that decision to be made on assessment day, which will be August 1st.
Okay.
is my suspicion. That's part of what will be covered that day.
Any rumors?
They want to save a nickel.
Probably virtual then.
If they want to save money, they'll go back to virtual. We're advocating for in-person visits again, but I don't know. You know, it costs money.
Yeah.
And so, you know, if we don't, again, as I've said, if we don't go back this fall, we won't ever go back, I don't think. So,
Right.
But we won't know till August 1st. Hopefully we'll know August 1st on assessment day. Now we are, when I say we, me, Anita, and Steve, let me share my screen. We will be involved in the faculty assembly on the 9th. I don't know what else we will have that week. We normally have a faculty meeting of some sort. And there's a secondary assessment day of some sort. I do mine on this day. And so we'll have it for this day. I have to pull all the stuff. I have a lot to do, but
Dale, do you need Anita and I there for the 1st, or is that something?
no. I'll just have to start trying to pull everything with Wendy. If it's all in by then, it should all be in by then, and we'll start having to pull, or I'll start pulling for the IHE report. No, y'all don't come. We'll do what we normally do. I'm guessing we'll have an assessment day. Says new faculty on Monday. I'm guessing our assessment day will be the 10th. And hopefully I'll have everything ready by then. I'll have it all pulled and fixed, but yeah, I'm guessing that, what is it? I think everybody has to be in that whole week. Is that the deal? I think we have to be in that whole week. I don't know what we'd be doing except looking at one another, but that's neither here nor there. They normally require us to come and stay that whole week. Your office hours have to do all week there. So we will be busy that week. So I'm thinking we're going to be good on I know I'll be available on the 8th at 1 o'clock, because we'll probably be sitting there in our offices, but that's that deal. KTA is doing some kind of some kind of a teacher orientation over in Cabarrus County. I don't know who's going to attend that with them. I may pull the short straw on that one. Not that I know anything about any of the teacher ed programs, but they're just looking for somebody to go. And I live the closest to Hickory Ridge High School. It's 31 minutes from where I'm sitting, so it'll probably end up being me. I know how things work at Gardner Webb. They don't want to pay for somebody to travel, so it'll be me, I'm guessing, but I'll work that out later. So we're on for 1 o'clock on the 8th. Remember, we're booked up a lot of that week, and I don't know about the next week, but I think we'll be available though for whatever we need to do. If you're a dissertation chair, or if you work with dissertations, that Charlotte event is the 13th at Charlotte campus from 9 to 4:30. I'm guessing we'll all have to show up for that, or I know I will. And so I think that's pretty much it. Don't fail anybody till you let me know. So I don't want to have to go back and get that fixed. That's an ordeal. Let me know if you're going to give an incomplete. Anything else anybody's got on their mind? Rod, I'm hoping to know by August 1st on CC1s. I've got that in on the hopper right now, but I have not heard back, and I'm guessing I'll hear that day. All right, I think that's it. So those of you who are going to join us, we'll be back on at 6 with the group. I'm hoping that our doctoral colleagues will join us for one last recruitment. Wendy's supposed to come tonight to talk about licensure. That's a little bit of change. We did hear that last Friday No, I'm wrong. I guess it's Friday before last. On the 8th, that they're going to extend the waiver for 2 more years. But I'm gonna tell our speaker, I'm not gonna say anything about that. I'm just gonna tell the new ones in the fall that they're gonna have to take an exam. If they don't, it'll be crazy because that may change again. The exam's not the big deal. Now, we're already have put the rules in on experience and all the other stuff. And it's cost us a few students this summer, but we didn't know anything else to do other than, you know, you had to make a call back in March, and we made the call and moved on. So we won't be taking people like for our second masters, which was called the add-on. We won't be taking people like counselors and psychologists, anybody with an MBA, like came in lateral, like into business. We can't take those anymore. Now the waiver was extended from August of 22 to August of 24, but we went ahead. We didn't know that in March when we had to make these decisions. When we opened recruiting for the fall, we didn't know that then. And the experience is still at 3, not 4, but we went ahead and made that as well. They have to have 4 years of experience, and exam and a second master's degree and MSA. We've made all the changes, so we'll just continue with those. It did cost us a few students this summer, though. It did do that, but you know, again, we had to make the call that we made back in March, and so I'm glad we've got it all done. And we're still hammering out all the details on all the program variations. We had a meeting again last week on the EDCI folks, and so hopefully we'll have it all hammered out and it'll be fixed, and we won't have to worry about it. Because if we just kick it down the road 2 years, it'll be a crisis again in 2 years instead of this year. So we just fixed it and went on. All right. I will see y'all in about 15 minutes. Thank you for coming out with us tonight. Good to see everybody.